Yep, from one central bank to another. Okay, tomorrow at 2200 GMT plus 8, we will be hearing from the Bank of Canada. Okay, so during their previous meeting back in July, okay, they actually carried out a tapering of their quantitative easing, okay, reducing QE from 3 billion Canadian dollars per week to 2 billion Canadian dollars per week, okay. Now, also take note that this year, 2021, they have already carried out QE tapering twice, okay, the other time being back in April, okay, so twice already, okay, that's pretty hawkish, I would say. They're on track, you know, to the policy normalization, okay. So what should we expect from the central bank tomorrow? Okay, personally, I feel that they are not going to do anything, okay, meaning they're going to keep policy unchanged, okay, monetary policy unchanged. Interest rates will be held at 0.25%, okay. QE will proceed at 2 billion Canadian dollars per week. All right, so you guys may be thinking, maybe wondering, like, you know, why is that the case, right? Why is it that the Bank of Canada is not going to further taper their QE, right? So they can, you know, go towards policy normalization faster, earlier, right? So I have three reasons for this, for my views, okay? The first reason is because of softer economic growth, right? So for some reason, okay, Q2 GDP, the Canadian Q2 GDP was actually negative, all right? So I think it was negative 1.1% for the annualized GDP, quarterly GDP, okay? So unlikely the Bank of Canada is going to feel good about this figure, all right? Also take note that if, you know, if the third quarter, which is right now, okay, if the quarterly GDP is going to reflect another negative value, then Canada's economy will be in technical recession, all right? Because technical recession is defined as, you know, a situation whereby two consecutive quarters of negative GDP, all right? So something to take note there, all right? Softer economic growth. Second reason, okay, COVID cases. So I think I'll just show you guys the number of cases, okay. Where is it? Okay, so I think back in July when they actually tapered, right, we can see that, you know, COVID cases was actually declining, right, from some 7,000 cases in May, dropping all the way down to, you know, 3 digits, okay, 7-day average of 700 over 600 over cases, you know, which is why we see the Bank of Canada acting so hawkishly, right? So they believe that the economic recovery is on the way, all right, it's underway. So, you know, they carry out another tapering. Now, however, post the meeting in July, okay, we can see that from here on, you know, starting from August, there's actually a steady rise in number of cases. Right now, we are seeing 4-digit cases on a daily basis in Canada, okay? So highly unlikely that, you know, the Bank of Canada is going to be more hawkish with this whole COVID cases rising, right? Okay, so that is the second reason. Now, the third reason, not sure how many of you are actually aware of this, but the Canada federal election will be held on 20th of September. Okay, so we may be seeing a new PM, we may not, you know, because there are words out there that, you know, saying that the current Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, he's actually likely going to secure, you know, another seat, okay, and another term as the Prime Minister, all right? So with this whole election, with this ongoing election, okay, this month, the central bank is unlikely want to, you know, carry out any changes. You know, instead, they might want to actually hold on until the next meeting before considering further tapering, okay? So my first point being the softer economic growth, okay? I would like to bring you back to the policy statement being released during July, okay? This, I think it's one of the most important line, important part of the statement. Decisions regarding further adjustments to the pace of net bond purchases, which is QE, will be guided by Governing Council's ongoing assessment of the strength and durability of the recovery. See, strength and durability. Yes, we have seen the strength of economic recovery previously, all right, which is why the central bank carried out another round of QE tapering, all right? But the durability is definitely not there. Okay, as we can see that, with the rise of cases, we may actually see another quarter of negative economic growth, okay, resulting in a negative GDP figure, right? Hence, technical recession. So at the moment, the central bank, Bank of Canada, is unlikely going to carry out more tapering. I mean, to be honest, they have more time. Since last year when they started tapering, okay, down from 5 billion Canadian dollar per week to 4, and then to 3 and to 2, you can see that the pattern is 1 billion Canadian dollars worth of tapering, right? So if the tapering rate were to be consistent, then we can expect 2 more rounds of tapering before the Bank of Canada is done with this whole QE, all right? And they will be looking forward towards the interest rate hike next year, probably late next year, right? So it's actually quite a speedy progress in terms of monetary policy, okay, from the Bank of Canada. So yeah, they have plenty of time, and they are likely going to just wait and see, adopt a wait and see approach and see how this whole COVID case handling goes, before carrying out any further tapering, all right? So with that, if there's any changes and things like that, yeah, I will update you guys again on Thursday, okay?